first things first, again. So now I'm just gonna go with like a new approach, not a new approach, but like just now start like always from the daily and so on and so forth. Because daily, yeah, I forgot to mention always daily on live stream. So yeah, now what do we got? We got a candle 2 closure, and we got a relevant swing. So I think that would be that swing that price would be willing to trade into. If price wants to reverse, this is the only reversal point in terms of the daily. All right, so I'm just clean that out too. All right, so what do we see right there? We got a gap on YM. We got a gap, but again, for us to expect YM to kind of go bearish from here, yeah, it might, but again, at least one of these assets has to take out like a high, and probably by next day we can trade off previous daily high and then trade back into the range. So that's what I've been looking for to actually take for tomorrow. Like this is the plan going into tomorrow, but for now I'm just focusing on buys again. Like look at that wick, it's such a shallow wick that supports expansion. So I'll be focusing on buys heavily today in terms of NQ. Also on ES, I'll be focusing on buys. YM, I think he heavily expanded and we don't have any open draw. The only thing that I would be looking for is if we get some sort of pullback and then trade into the high. That would be like the ideal scenario for me. Or we can trade the reversal for our profile. But again, it's just look lower. So what do we got? So we have some spaced out swings. We got that first relevant swing right there. We get the next relevant swing. You could also mention that one, but again, this can be a swing, and that one is the next relevant swing. And as we see, price just inverts that gap. We traded into the first relevant swing. We got a candle 2 closure now. So ideally, what do I want to see? The ideal profile for me is just like to kind of trade back into the like somewhere in here, and we form a new swing. And now we'll be having not only that swing to target, but also that. So that would be like some sort of failure swings, and then we can trade it to the upside. In terms of like the weaker and stronger asset, I think NQ is a bit stronger, even though like this candle is a bit stronger compared to that one. But looking at where price kind of traded, it's just kind of like on that wick of that candle, while on NQ it already traded above that wick. So in terms of relative strength, I would say this one is stronger, and also like the opposing wick, the shallow wick, was a bit smaller compared to ES. So that would be the weaker asset. So yep. So again, the plan is wait for a new swing to form, trade into the highs, or again, what's that level that I always tell you guys? When we have a sweep, then that level can be used as a POI to kind of form some sort of pullback to then get that move, because this reaction will form the new failure swings to then trade higher. Okay, let me guys check everything's working perfectly. Let me check if the stream is running good, running smoothly, because I haven't run the stream for a bit. So now I think it just sometimes I feel like is everything going well? So let me just make sure everything is going well, boys. Give me 1 sec. All right, we can go to that one. Let me check on my phone. I want to check on my phone if everything is working perfectly. I think it's not working perfectly. No, I think it is. I think it is. All right, let me check if the voice and everything is good. All right, perfect. All right, so as I said on NQ, ideally I want to see a retracement somewhere in here, form that low, and then I'll be willing to trade. So again, I'm just gonna put the level right there to highlight the fact that we kind of traded into a sweep level. So I'm just gonna call it you know what, I just highlighted with the blue. All right, so that would be also the case. Like this is why I told you like NQ is a bit stronger, because it kind of traded into that high, while on ES they haven't done it yet. And on YM, there's nothing really here that would hold price, that would kind of reverse, cause price to reverse, other than this gap itself. And right there, price already traded into the gap. So if we want to see a reversal, we want to see a reversal off of that high to kind of trade back into the range, to rebalance the range and then go higher. For the current stage ranges, we got this was the first range. So if we really go with the ranges, and now this range got rebalanced, boom, can I take it right there? We get the rebalance, boom, that's the new range. So again, that's our new range. Again, if we want to take sales, like that's the maximum level we want to trade into, and the daily open is somewhere in here, so just above that daily open. So today is a bit tricky, actually. Today is a bit tricky, but again, I'm more biased toward buys than sales actually. So let's just focus on that. Do we have any SMTs? Yeah, we do. So let me just take that off. That was a PSP. That I would say this is a PSP actually. Let me see. Let me kind of close that off, put it back on. yeah, it's not like this is the doji. This is like a really clean bearish candle, so we can just put it like a blue right there for like SMT. So now let me go on an hourly, see what's going on, what's popping right there. And what do we got? Oh wait, where was the SMT? It was with this level. Okay, that's good. So the current low of day was formed off of a gap, which is a good sign. Again, there's not a manipulation right there, but still a gap is better than nothing. So yeah, so looking at that, this is the candle 3, candle 4. So in terms of the hourly, there's nothing really that we can trade right now. Like, we just gotta wait for a bit. And we're also reacting off of this gap, which is a good sign. Why? Because if price now retraces back and give me that swing, now I wouldn't care about that gap as a reversal point, and I would just use the high as the level that price might reverse off of. Again, keep in mind, YM is still on that gap, so who knows? Price might just kind of retrace off of that gap. Then we might take some sales to kind of rebalance the range a bit and then take buys. But with such trades, you gotta be cautious. Like if I want to take, for example, this one closes a C2, probably would just target this gap, which is like the first relevant area on that discount. Again, looking on that 30-minute. So what do we got right now? Again, this is one of like my favorite profiles, so let me just take that off. It's making the charts look a bit ugly. Let me make that black, or yeah, it's like a bit gray. All right, so what do we got right now? We got a clean 2-stage PSP. Like, this is beautiful. This is beautiful, guys. Like, probably this 3-minute CISD is a good trade, but again, like, just for me, I don't trade before 10 a.m. So yeah, and give me guys 1 second. I'm gonna be back in a sec. So I'm back. Okay, so that's like it for now. Like, the lower time frame PA is a bit shit, not gonna lie. Like, just look at that. Just look at these expansion. I'll look at the current state of price. So yeah, ideally, again, if some sort of pullback was presented on YM, I would be happy to take it. And so like for now, what's the deal? If price forms a new gap on that 30-minute, and we'll probably get some sort of like 2-stage PSP or just a 1-stage SMT, some sort of cracking correlation inside that gap, then I will be so happy to take it into just this blue level, because again, this is that protected swing. This, guess what? So again, like these are 2 profiles for me. I really want to trade the failure to manipulate, but it's just not clean. It's not that it's not clean, but again, it's just like a bit high in the leg, and I don't want to trade the failure to manipulate in such place. Again, so let me go back to, let me just put the charts like that. All right, so let me just clean that mess. And like RB and like the oil trade has been a bit weird lately, so it hasn't been performing the best, to be honest. And just look at that, like RB is just in a range. Like for now, like straight, give me one side of the range, and I will trade into the range or like outside. So either give me that burst to the upside and then trade it back to the downside, or vice versa. It's like for now, I'm not really gonna touch RB. For HO, we did get a C2. Again, this is kind of that daily open. So this is 1800. We formed the high of day off of an existing gap, and we got an SMT right there. So again, there's some sort of SMT fail, which this asset failed to do. This is candle 2, this is candle 3, this is candle 4. So again, this 4-hour candle is not tradable unless we kind of take out the high, form some sort of hourly swing, and then I'll trade it back into the lows. Like, this is really it for me. Like, we kind of got that inversion. We got an open draw. We got an open draw. Like I'll probably go with that inside bar low. Probably want to be greedy for like I don't know like how many points are there. But like for now, I would just want this high to get taken out, then form a swing, and I would trade it back into the range. For again for CL, it's kind of that same deal. Let me just take out the indicator because that looks a bit bad. Yeah, I would ideally frame a reversal off of that high. Like ideally, that would be like the ideal scenario. I wouldn't really be looking for buys actually, because we kind of got that change in state confirming the high of the week with a manipulation off of like a key level from previous week. So yeah, I'm just kind of bit marrying the buys to sells. Like we got that overall swing, and then we got that internal structure also aligning. So I would just want to trade like this internal structure into the current low of day, which is that 2 a.m. candle, because 1800 is here. So yeah, let's just wait and see. Looking on an hourly, yeah, these are like just failure swings to me. So I cannot trust the sell from there. Or if we form some sort of C2 right there, like C2 to downside, that would be also clean. But like look at RB, it just ranging within that range. We kind of inverse this gap, price inverts that gap, and just started trading sideways for ages. All right, oh my god, let me see gold. I think I'm gonna take something on gold. I think I'm gonna take a trade today on gold. I think gold is beautiful today. I don't know why, but I just feel like gold is gonna be beautiful today because we have a beautiful candle 3 closure. Let me see if we can get some sort of sweep. Yeah, we do. So yeah, if we get that closure above, I'm gonna be trading it into that next draw. Actually, that would be my trade. That would be an easy trade for me to kind of take. That would be an easy, clean trade for me. That would give me like 2R. Let's see if we get that level, if we get that trade, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely clean. We can finish the session a bit early. Oh wow, look at that, bro. Damn. Wow. And you gotta be cautious right there. If we get that 30-minute swing, that's something also to pay attention to. What is that? Did I take that trade? No, I did not. Monday. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I took that trade or not. Or was it just like some sort of highlight to kind of point out like something to learn the lesson from? All right. So again, if we get that 30-minute candle change, like if we get that 30-minute change in state, that would be a good sign. Why? Because like really looking at that leg, we got this small gap. This gap already price traded into it and kind of caused price to trade higher. So if we get that 30-minute change in state, we can at least trade back into the EQ of that range, which would be in that case either that level or this level. So it will give us some sort of range to kind of trade into. But yeah, for now it will be just more of a patience game. I kind of prefer actually gold. Gold is setting up beautifully, nicely. Yeah, I actually like gold. If it kind of give me that buy, that would be good, but I don't think it will. So just gotta wait right there. Yeah, like that would be a big of a stop. To go for like 1-1 right there. So I'll probably have to kind of extend my target to like probably this relevant swing or something. But yeah, nonetheless, you can play with the RR2 a little bit right there. We can put an alert right there. Silver. Let me see what's going on with silver. I haven't checked that actually. Oh wow, it's just a range. Like we get that C2, but still, I just wouldn't trust it actually. The other fact, like to these fair swings, like that's like the 4-hour closes C2, the hourly closes C2, so you can like mechanically speaking be looking for sales right now. But yeah, this might be just more a failure to manipulate to kind of clear out the other highs, because we did purge a sell side right there. Kind of trade it back into the EQ, the range. So this range is rebalanced. So this range has been rebalanced. So yeah, that kind of first relevant swing has been cleared. And price also kind of traded into that overall swing, because if you see like these highs are within this overall leg. So like this is the external swing, which is kind of gets taken out right there. So let's just wait and see. Maybe I'll be using like the 4 minute time frame, 3 minute. Oh, 3 minutes looking beautiful, man. Yeah, the 3 minutes it's just so sexy. Not gonna lie. Yeah, so I think that would be my trade actually. So the 4 hour Where's the low day? That's the low day. That's the low of day. We got a 2-stage. No, no, it's not actually a 2-stage. Let me just put it blue. All right. Yeah, because that kind of traded below the low. This level traded below this level, or you can also do it below this level. So whatever, and just put it right there. That looks cleaner, or we can just put it with 1800. So, oh well, we got a 2-stage SMT. So we got a 2-stage SMT. Let me check on the other assets too. So we trade above that high. So again, which is good now, is just the fact that I'm trading gold, and gold is the stronger asset. So look how close it is to that high compared to like euro and also GBP. So that's a good thing right there. And in terms of 30-minute, we are trading what? This is a candle 3, which still can trade in that candle 4, which is also that 10 a.m. candle. So yeah, we're expecting an expansion. So we got changing state at the low of day with the same ISD, and we got that gap right there. Another intra-candle changing state. So hello, what's up, man? How are you doing? Hello, how are you doing, man? It's been a while I haven't live streamed, man. How's everything going with you? Your trading, your family, you good? So I would probably, let me see, probably just kind of target this gap. Like depending on the entry time frame, since I'm kind of entering on M3, I would probably kind of be biased to TP at like an M3 level. But like I need a better stop. So let me see like the M5, the entry on M5. It's kind of similar. Let me see if we have some sort of PSPs right there. Do I have any PSPs to kind of like pay attention to? No, we don't. Do we have SMT? We do. That's like a really not really. Yeah, we do have SMT here between this level and this level. I'm good with you, of course. Girls are great. Perfect, man. Perfect. And your trading, everything's been going great. It's been a while, man. I missed streaming and talking to you, man. And yeah, perfect, buddy. Any trade ideas for today? Nope. You don't have yet? It looks, yeah. BAs looks a bit sus. But like if we get that 30-minute intricate, like if we get that changing state, we can at least kind of expect price to trade a little bit somewhere in here to kind of rebalance this range to maybe continue overall and bullish sentiment. But like we have to wait and see how this 30-minute candle closes. And since it's a reversal candle, I'm not gonna take it. Like as you know, like I trade if I wanted to take a reversal, I wait for an hourly swing. So I think yeah, by the time I get the hourly swing, let's see like 2 30-minute candles. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna be trading at least for the next 47 minutes on NQ. But like on gold, this trade is actually looking good for me. This trade is looking good, but I have to kind of adjust my entry point to kind of get that 2R out of it. I'm going to M5. Oh wait, man, I still got the stove open. Give me 1 second. Oh my god. Perfect time. You see, 25,362. 25,362. Let me just put a line. I'm gonna search for price. 25,362. 362. 362. Take that out. Oh, same, yeah. Same line that's it's right there. That's going. But again, the thing that I kind of always pay attention to, that when we have a swing that swept a swing, then probably gonna react off of the first swing. So that's what we're seeing right there. So that's why I'm kind of more biased to the fact that ideally what I want to see is some sort of rebalance on one of the assets, which would lead to some sort of SMT here or SMT on YM. But yeah, like ES looks the best actually. If we get that swing forming somewhere in here, I think I'm just gonna take ES. It just looks a lot cleaner. In terms of YM, there's nothing really to target like other than this high itself, so yeah. But we need a way to align with perfect, man. Perfect, buddy. How's your account holding? You in profit? Yeah, man, but not doing the best, to be honest, man. I'm not doing the best. I got some personal issues lately, so that kind of fucked up my mentality. So that's why I kind of had to take a break. So, but now we're stronger than ever. All right, 2R. All right, 2R will be given right there. All right, I'm gonna actually try this trade. I'm gonna also take this trade, I guess. Let me see. But it's like the intention are not clear. Oh wow, what is this? Great to hear that. Take it slowly. Thank you, buddy. And what about you? Are you on a funded account? Like, are you on a challenge or not? Are you taking like some sort of challenge account? Some sort of funding challenge? Are you on a challenge? How's everything going? Oh my god, SMT. Nope, you're not? Alright. That's also good. Just learning. Nice, man. You're such a patient guy. Nice, man. Most of the people just rush into it and they just, they'll be like, oh, it's just $50. Let me just take a challenge. And they fail it again. And they get stuck in a loop. Go for you, man. Just watching and practicing. That's good. What was I say? Alright, just answered some messages. Let me just put do not disturb on my phone because that's just a lot of messages going on. Alright, how's your job situation, man? You think you're gonna get back to the job market soon, or still kind of got some problems there? I've got only 2 challenges. I've passed 1 and funded futures. Told me that I cannot trade from my country, and next one was mistake. I entered on many contracts and that was bad. Oh. Damn, bro. It's unlike for you to kind of get like past one account and then your country is banned. I actually face the same issue because I'm here in China and like most of the platforms are having issues, and then like I had to go back and forth with them because like Morocco is eligible but China is not. So it'll be like a long way of communication. But like for you, not. But like the mini contracts, I remember I did. You know what? Let me show you something. I actually, this happened to me, I guess, 4 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, just like 2 months before starting the stream. I was on HO, and I was gonna go, and I haven't actually taken like a mini instead of like micro. But what I did is that I put 2 contracts limit, and the minute I removed the 2 limit, I was like, let me just go enter market execution. So I just pressed the limit like to kind of cancel the order, and I pressed buy, and then this limit got executed with the 2 contracts, and then boom, I ended up going to 4 contracts and I blew the account like immediately. And even though like it was double the risk, but I don't know, like I got failed like way higher because like it's just kind of that rejection. So I got failed somewhere in here. I was kind of planning to enter here with like, for example, 2 contracts, and like I got the screenshot of it and then one video, and I was like, damn, let me see if I can find one. see if I can find it. It was a horrible experience. I lost like 1k on that trade or something. I like 1.5k, and yeah, because the daily loss limit, they just took the account. Let me see. It was, but like these mistakes, they just kind of make you just pay attention a lot more when trying to execute your trade. It's just somewhat, yeah, it is. This was kind of that last like as you see, I was putting like plan to go with 2 and like plan to enter somewhere in here, and I was just like, and I took like a 1k something loss, and I already had like $200 loss, like 300. Then the next thing I know, your account is breached. I was like, shit, max daily loss. Why? But now look at most of the platforms, they removed the max daily loss, which is so good, man. You can just trade so comfortably. And it's not a breach anymore, just like it stops you from trading on that day. Yes, I'm looking for a job still, but honestly, this is ridiculous. At the end, all the groceries for the same money, and work since I can sell. Oh, so you can do that. Work whenever you want, trade the times you want, and you're kind of earning similar, like same money. All right. And like in Netherlands, they're so familiar with the bikes, right? Like I've seen a lot of videos with like presidents and some people with like bikes. So are you planning to deliver with like bike, also good for health, or like with a bike or a car? How does it go there? And what kind of brands you guys have? Like for food delivery or groceries delivery, it will be 8 till 2. Trading starting at 7. It's no perfect. So you can have like that hour and a half e-bike. Perfect. You can just go chill at the house. Nice. So you're doing that now, or that's what you're planning to do? Yep, and it's in front of my building. I'm planning to do that from Monday. Good luck, man. Good luck. How can I react to your message? Put user in hide users on this channel. Let them some moderator. Go to channel. I don't know how to do it, but man, congrats. Like, I really feel happy for you, man. I wish you the best of luck. Because you're actually putting in the work, so you really deserve to get what you want. I still think that I can make good trading. Yeah, you got enough time. You might also like to do, I don't know, like go some extra 2 hours at night, like after this session is done. Again, that's like more personal preference because you got time. Maybe like work like 2 to 3 hours extra. But maybe you'll get burned out so easily, or you will miss time with family. But yeah, just plan accordingly to the fact. Let me go early. All right, perfect. Perfecto. Let me see what we got. Like on all the assets, I really want to take sells on all of these assets. Actually, we got an SMT at the high day. We got a change in state. We got the next invalidation level, which is like kind of that gap. So hopefully we can form a C2 off of that gap. CL had relative equal highs. Now they just got taken out. So hopefully we can trade back into the range. There's nothing really here that would hold price from going to the upside, to the downside, other than the low. So yeah, we're probably gonna trade back into this low. And today still supports trading back into this kind of, even though it's a bullish day, but still it's an inside bar. So yeah, if I get a regular job, I'll be out of house 10 plus hours. that's not including trading. So you'll be like from 8 to 2, which is 6 hours, and then 4 hours maybe after the session. So you'll be back at like 10 or something. Because like from 15:30, I don't know how long you'll be trading for. Maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours. So just put like 3 hours. That's 17:30. Oh, you still got a lot of time, man. So maybe like 1800, you can get back to work. I know that's like you gotta be like some sort of robot, but you can work from 1800 to like 2200. Go back, sleep, wake up. Then I don't have time for trade. Why don't you find like some sort of 2 jobs, or like one in the morning and then that's what I said on a robot. Yeah, it just takes a lot of man. I think it's perfect to do from like 8 to 2 trade. Yeah, I think if the 6 hours are gonna pay the bill, then maybe just stick with that for the moment. Because on 9 to 5, just you're gonna sacrifice trading. So you gotta play your cards really cautiously right there. Damn, man, no, it's just like day by day when I talk to you, I just know how hard it is to kind of balance a lot when you have a family, and like the privilege that people have when they kind of like just depend on their parents, or they don't have the stress and stuff. I can come home, prepare food, and trade peacefully. Yeah. You'll get rewarded at the end, man, with like these sacrifices and stuff. You'll get rewarded at the end. I actually want to take this one now, but like, man, this way, just, you know where I can go with like a $100 risk there to kind of make 300. Let me see. You can risk a little bit less on that trade. I think we're not gonna get the retest as usual. I think I'm just gonna sit at this new validation level. So for now, the limit is there. I'm gonna M1 see what happened right there. We're on a short-term swing. All right, I think I'm just gonna put my stop right there. Here, I'm just gonna go for the high. Where was it? Somewhere in here, I guess. Let's just start getting proud of this gap. Not this high. Alright, let me see how did that go. Alright, let's just put one contract right there. Again, $88 is not. I just didn't like the fact that I kind of wigged, pulled back lower. I'm just like still picking nowadays. It's actually not that bad as I thought it would. But like on GPP it's also bad. On Euro it's also bad. So yeah, let's see if we're gonna get that trade. If not, I'm gonna use the new validation level. Yeah, let me see that $280. That would be good. Not bad. Not bad for a day. But again, if we get a setup on NQ, I'm gonna be risking my usual $500. This is just a play, just to put it there. Oh, now it's better? Do you think now it's better? If I still need to add more, like, let me know. But I'm afraid like you can't hear the voice. Alright, the background noise. Alright, perfect. Because the issue is, okay, come on, trigger me in. Alright, so when I trade, again, I didn't go full size, just to the fact, like, I just didn't like this. Like, literally, I just didn't like this wick. Like, when I want price to kind of, especially if I have the failure to manipulate any kind of minor sweep, yeah, I don't want price to do such things. So just let's see if we're gonna get that trade or not. So I'm not really gonna do any management, either a full stop or a full TP, because like $88 is actually not that much. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go back to NQ right there, because that's supposed to be NQ. Yeah, now we're gonna focus on these two assets. All right. Also, the lower time frame PL NQ. This reminds me of that day that you took a short. Do you remember that day when you kind of got that short? and I took later on that buy. This, I don't know, like this BA reminds me of that range that was going on. Let me see. Let me see some sort of. So Garrett started doing something that I just paid attention to lately. Is let's go. Yeah. So what he's doing right now is just like trading the 15-minute SMT fails and then trading the M3. That's something else I'm gonna like start paying attention to. I want to kind of have that expansion phase, but now it looks ugly for me. Yeah, it's super choppy. Let's so we're going lower now. You know, and again, this candle closes an SI bar, so this low might be used as the trigger for the reversal. If we get that level taken out and then a new setup forms, that would be good. I'm just gonna put my low right there because that would be a good one. And let me just take that off. Come on. Delete. All right, perfect. Let me see on silver what's going on. We got a C2. Yeah, silver is also clean because we got like this clear swing that we can target. Oh, it's been taken out already. Oh, it's taken out already. What's Gary doing? So what he's doing basically is, you know what? I'm gonna find an example. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find an example for you. I think it's right here. Let me go back. I'll try to find like an example for you to clarify it even more. So you trade the SMT fills now. Not this. So not on that day. Let me just do something. And just put the fill. Come on, what's going on? So let me just keep this SMT fill. That way it will show. Let me see. Let me take it back again to this place. I'm trying to find like an example for you. You know what? I know what day was it. I think it was last Monday. Yep, I think it was this day. No, not this day. Yeah, I don't remember now. This Monday. Yeah, I think it was this day. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, this is like a perfect example that I kind of looked into that I saw on ES. So what happened right here is ES formed a gap. Let me just take off the entry, and NQ did not form that one, right? But what do we got? We got a PSP. This is a bearish candle, bullish candle. So which one you expect to take out the low more likely? Probably NQ, because it's kind of close to that. Like look at the close, look at the low of the candle, comparing it to also ES has a probability to do it, but like YM is just kind of like the least likely, especially with that gap, because the asset that forms the gap is most likely a bit stronger to the upside. So what happened next 30-minute candle? What do we got? We got a two-stage PSP with an SMT fail. Because why? ES formed a gap, and again, you always want to trade the candle. You always want to trade the asset that has a gap. So what do we have right now? We got that SMT fail. So NQ traded lower, while YM and ES traded higher. So now you can focus on ES, and again, you either want to target, since we kind of traded into that gap, so that would be invalid. So you either kind of target this gap or take the swing overall. So now you can either go to the M3 if you can see a clean entry, which would be in that case. That change, I think I took a loss. Yep, I took a loss on that one. Anyways, so either you take that change in state, or you can go to the M1 and just use this swing as a candle 2. So as a candle 2, what do we want to see? The intra-candle change in state. The second change in state, especially that this change in state is a good one, because why? It kind of swept a level. So now we can trust this as the new invalidation level within this candle. So if you go take it from high to low, going with that perspective, with the idea of if we want to form a new swing, we want to form it on the upper half of that candle, taking that T spot from the close to the AQ, you kind of drag it over to the new chart, and as we see, this protected swing is above the AQ. So now you could just market execute this trade, put your stop here, or even just below the T spot, depending on what you want, or you can just put it at this low or at the EQ of the wick. Again, depending on what you want and depending on your target. For example, if that's your target, then you can just manage accordingly. Now you just got 3.6 R out of it, so you can just take a buy directly, put your stop here and TP right there. And yeah, let me take that one. Let me make it faster a little bit. Just make it 10. So yeah, so you kind of use that SMT fill swing as a candle too, and then you either can just confirm it by, since it's the 15-minute, it only has 5 3-minute candles, so you will not wait for like a double changing state as we do. Like the C2 has to form a intercandle changing state and the C3 confirms the low. Now you can just trade a singular M3 changing state within that 15-minute candle, or you can just take it as a C2 candle with a high probability. Why? Because we got a gap, and also price filled the gap on other assets, and the stronger asset like didn't trade back into it, which shows that it has some strength right there. So you can just take the candle. So that's like a perfect example of what happened right there. And I think Garrett did take that trade, and he went for like 2R. He closed somewhere in here, if I don't remember. He closed somewhere in here, if I don't remember. So yeah, that's kind of how he goes about it for now. Like when we have price expanding, because if you go to a 30-minute, like if you're waiting for a bullish swing after this bullish swing, which is like the initial reversal sequence, like the first one, there's nothing really. So the only thing you can do is like kind of try to find like an M15 swing. So thanks for clarification. I'm doing that, but I don't have that. That's perfect, man. So you're doing really good. See, I would take like an $88 loss right there, which is okay. Beautiful. That's good. All right. So I think I'm seeing what I like. My $500 is gonna be risked on RB today. Let me see. We formed a C2, but it's just like not too clean. This one is good. I prefer. Let me see. What level is it? Oh, especially. And I went long on NQ from 3-minute inversion. Let me check. You took this one or this one? I took this higher inversion. Wait, let me kind of take out the indicator because it's just making this messy. Let me take out this one. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Let me make this bigger. Take that out. You got on that one? Alright, I see. But your stop below this swing or below the overall swing? Let me check. Alright. So now I'm actually liking this trade. Why? Especially that we have an SMT trigger. And if you know what an SMT trigger is, when an asset as an SMT, because if you really check, this high is here. On RB, it just got taken out, but like on HO, it has been taken a while back. Also on CL, it has been taken a while back. So what's this trigger for that reversal? Is for that last asset to kind of trade into that same swing. So RB just did that, so I think that will be kind of that trigger for to resync price, because just look how far CL pulled back compared to RB. So below 1021, OB on M1 chart. 1021. This. All right. So you got in somewhere in here with your stop here, and you're going for that overall draw, which might give you like some sort of like 1.2R or something, or you got in on the retest on a gap. Let me see SMT. Yep. Yeah, we do. This one. Sure, stop. Might could have been covered somewhere in here, especially with that SMT. because now this is a manipulation low, so maybe you can just protect your stop right there. On the body they can. All right. Boom. Now it's all of a sudden it's like 2R with the retest. But if you take it with like your market execution after the entry closure, then I think it's safe because of SMT. Yup. Yeah, like if the narrative is to go higher, then yeah, your stop is protected. Good job, buddy. Good job. Let's see how price now reacts because we have just traded into external. So, and this area doesn't really support expansion. Like, if we want to take buys, ideally I want to see some sort of like sell side taken before trading. So let's just wait and see. But again, like your stop is, I think it's protected. Yeah, it's below that AQ the range. So if price wants to rebalance the range, I think it will go somewhere. Probably like the max this low, then trade higher, which is that SMT low. Or we might just see a failure to manipulate and continue directly. Let me see what's gonna happen right there. 5 minute, 3 minute. Am I gonna trade the failure to manipulate or the reversal? Alright, let me see 3. Hourly. I haven't traded into the high yet. Let's see. Let me just clear the charts. Let's see if we're gonna take from that change in state. That would be an interesting one. If you form that change in state, that would confirm this is a key level, change in state off of a key level, and also confirms the high at 10 a.m. So would that make it valid for shorts? We'll see. We'll see. Give me 1 second, be back. back on. Oh, your trader is doing well. Your trader is doing well. Continuation OB on 3-minute NQ with small SMT. I like to see that, which is this one. So now you just got like a new key level to kind of support price. Let's see if it's gonna hold. Oh, this move is not the best. Let's see. Looks clean, my brother. Oh, $60 barrel. This like 60 is a key level, like in terms of what do they call it? Psychological level, something like this. So let's see. I might even see Ether to manipulate to trade higher, which would be interesting to see also. Yeah, for now, I'm just gonna wait for the next 13 minutes, so we'll be set on out. Like for me, I'm just gonna be sitting on my hands to see what's gonna happen. Yeah, ideally, I actually want to trade into these lows. Do you know? I actually want to trade into these lows before trading into that high. Let's see. We got a sweep right there. Are we gonna get that closure above? If we get that closure above, that would be a good sign because we traded external. We swept a level. We got the CISD. Now this is what AM trades and Kiko. If you know Kiko. Whenever I trade, they fail to manipulate to see that we kind of almost get the same trade. Let's see. Give me 1 sec. I'll be eating, but I'm on the chart, so give me 1 sec. Just like to not have the noise. What's up, man? It's been a long time. How are you doing? Long time no see. Yeah, man. I haven't been consistent recently, actually, but yeah, hopefully I can stick with it this time. Trade doesn't look very well. I think you could have been able to manage your trade somewhere in here. Probably like move stops to break even or partial out. The SMT low just got taken out, so Yeah, just because looking at this, like it's just slowly moving. Like if you want to trade inside of a range higher, like ideally you want to see some sort of like low to get taken out. And I think now we might see YM delivering lower. Why? Because I'm sure price will close. Let me see if I can figure it out. The high of 9 a.m. like the high of 10 a.m. The high of 9 a.m. candle is here. So if we close below this level, now we have a C2. I partial 50%, so that's good. Even though like the RR wasn't like the high, if you got in with the retest, that would be beautiful because your stop would be somewhere in here. You probably secured like 0.7, 0.6 R, somewhere in that region. And then most stops to break even. Or even if you take an L, that would be a break even. And if we get that closure below, that would be good. I would actually be willing to trade back into these lows before price continues higher. What about your payout? You want me to share my payout? I'm 20% in profit. That's okay. So after that, you'll get like 0.2 R. That's still good. That's okay. You still manage. At least you did not lose money on it. So, but like next time, just be aware of the fact that November, like overall, the PA wasn't really the cleanest. Like there were some really clean moves, but like overall, it's just yeah, range, range, range. So overall, like PA, this month haven't been that clean. Would you trade C4 in 30 minutes to the downside? The only thing if I want to trade back to the range, I need an hourly C2. Like why? Because for now the free market is bullish. We just got a CISD. So if I get that C2 closure as bearish, I might be willing to trade it. But I would probably trade YM. I would probably trade YM or ES. ES is weaker right there. So and I don't wait for CISD to kind of confirm the high day because now I know this is more of a pullback trade to rebalance this range. If it ends up going, that's good. If it ends up reversing, then I already got out here. So if we wait for a change in state, yeah, price already made its move. So let's say price wants to reverse off at this level. So by the time you see, what's going on with my mouse? Okay. By the time you get that CISD, like price already probably rebalanced the range. So now you'll have to wait for a new swing. So that's why I'm just like, I will be willing to take it. But like YM, the delivery on the lower time frame is just a lot cleaner compared to ES. I don't know, I just prefer YM a little bit. Also, ES is clean, not gonna lie. Sorry. But yeah, for now, ideally, you know what? I'll trade whatever gives me the best entry between ES and YM. Like in Q, this is kind of that level that you want to be out before, like TP here. That's what I want to TP. Just that first relevant swing at that EQ. I'm not gonna see these as relevant swings. I'm just gonna see that one. So yeah, let's see if we're gonna form a new opposing candle, and then yeah. Bravo. That was a bit bad. Not a bit, it was bad. Just came out unexpectedly, man. And especially that I'm eating right now. So that's why I kind of have to pause the mic and stuff. Bravo. Wait, do you have also bravo what is it? What is it in English? Like congrats? Because that's French, right? It's okay, we're all humans. Thanks, man. Like, do you guys have some words that are close to French, like bravo, merci, stuff like that, or not? Bravo is more like yeah, exactly. Yeah, my translation is bravo is like clapping for somebody, or I think now it will melt all the way to hmm, here. Let's see, because also that like this current flow of day is not the best of all. But ideally, I just want like if I want to take a trade on YM, we get that change in state, which is beautiful. I just want to see this. I don't know why my mouse like pauses in the middle. But yeah, if we form that high, I'm gonna be targeting this swing. This M5 swing, which is also the first level between this leg. Yeah, that would be like for me. Like for me to expand to expect this high to be the high of day and like trade back to the new dog opening gap. Yeah, and dog. It's a bit. Mm, it might happen, but just the fact like this high is near, like will price have a delayed protection? We might also have a delayed protection profile where price just kind of returns back, forms now that protected swing, CISDs, and starts going higher to take out the high. So let's see. Let's see. So we got 2 minutes, so I'll finish quickly and then back on charts. Make some money. Okay, I'm back. Do you watch RTY? Nope. Like, it's good with correlation with YM, but like, I find it like if I add RTY, then I'll be having NSCs, also RTY and YM, like another correlation, then oil, then gold. So it's just like too many things to watch at the same time. So just kind of decided to like watch it. But like, if you want to trade YM and if it's like so out of sync, that would be beautiful. But like, if you're just focusing on NSCs, for example, for you, you just trade in NSCs, that would be perfect for you, man. Then you can use NQ and ES and then RTY and YM. So YM is just really forming beautifully here. Hopefully, it can give me that swing. All right, that's even better. If we get a new swing now, that confirms that this is not the reversal plays. That would be it. All right, let's see. Let me actually take a look at RTY. Let me see how SWAT is doing right now, especially that I'm interested in. We got an SMT at the high. That's it, really. Go on an hourly, let me see what happened. Like over. Oh, Jetta external. Damn. Got like fat SMT right there. Boom. Damn. This gap. I think probably gonna trade back into this gap. I think this gap will not be the reversal play. Whenever there is something again, like for you guys to pay attention to. This is what I literally use on a day-to-day basis. Whenever we have a C2 and it forms a gap, most likely that gap will not hold. Like, you go on the charts and pay attention to it. Yeah, just look at that. This C2 formed this gap. The gap did not hold. Like, you can use it as a fact. Not as a fact, but like something to kind of add to your trading. Let me see. Yeah. C2 formed a gap. It got disrespected. So since this gap is gonna get disrespected, so the expected one, if price wants to hold, like it will be that one. That's why I said that's good on YM. Why? Because I also traded into this gap. So if price wants to reverse, where is the area to do it from? This low. And to start reversing. But if price trades back, respects some sort of gap or order block or something, and then trades lower, that just confirms my idea even more. Is the wait? All right, now we get. So yeah, let's just see. I'll be watching M3. ES. Let me see ES. ES is doing right there. No, I'm gonna put ES right here. Smaller. Yeah. Let's see. So now I just need that intracandle changing state within that C3, and I will be looking for shorts. That's all I need. We got the SMT, and also a defense premium discount. Like this one is so weak. This one is net premium, so hopefully I'll be able to catch up to that low. On YM? What do you mean? Like the theory of the fair value gap or what? Or the trade? Like, I'm probably gonna take YM. It looks a lot cleaner. Oh, which one? Yes. Yes, for the. Oh, okay, for this trade. Okay. Yeah, just like, especially that we're still in premium, so like these assets I've already traded back into discount, so like this one already traded back into discount. My mouse that has some issues. Wow. Yeah, so ES took it out right there. So let's see. What I really want to see is a sweep of this gap where the candle trades beyond the gap, but the body holds. This is what I call a sweep of a gap. Like some people just call it like a gap holding or whatever. When just the body respects the gap, but the wick trades beyond it. So that would be good. With the intracandle changing state, that's your current high of the candle. 11 a.m. Probably form some sort of SMT. For now, we almost have an SMT fill. And that would also signify that if we get sustained, probably ES will also follow, since it's also the weaker asset. So it might be the first one to see ISD lower. Then that will be that next swing, which also aligns with, like, they're not the same swing, but still. The next relevant swing is that same swing I want to target on YM. So let's wait and see. Come on, give me the gap. Give me the sweep. Nice. Trade higher. Trade higher. Let me see how my trade will be looking like. Then I'll probably put my stop somewhere in here. So I can afford for price to retrace all the way up here. So on ES, that is data lows from news, I think. From news, we got today's the earnings of Nvidia, right? I think today they do with the earnings of Nvidia. And give me 1 second, just like my sister is calling. $8.30 with news. Oh, let me see. Forex Factory. Oh, YM. Why haven't you traded back into my zone, man? 8.30. Should be 9.30 in my case. Let me see. Yeah, 9.30, 21.30. Core retail sales. But that's like CAD. I'm not sure, to be honest. Yep, data lows on ES is target. Alright. But like we haven't gotten an entry, so it's a bit frustrating. Let me see RTY. Imagine RTY giving the entry. Let me see. Nope. Tameo. I think he's going for end dog. Most likely than not. And then yeah, we can frame longs off of this new dog opening gap. A new day opening gap. New dog opening gap. And we'll have like this SMT right there. So yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see that in one. It's like dodgy traders. Do if we get like an inversion. Nothing really. Yeah, no inversions right there. 44 minutes? No, just 4. 5. No, there wasn't. There was almost no way to get in. Sorry, trade. Oh, perfect, man. Let me see how we can trade the breakout. This trend line. And we formed resistance. This is the head and shoulders. This is the left shoulder. Neck. Breakout. So this is your perfect entry, man. We missed it. Damn. Man, why haven't I taken this trade? So good. Such a beautiful, perfect trend line. Oh my god. I need to go talk to my mentor. Tell everybody what I missed. Alright. Let's see. Oh, YM just traded into that gap. Thank you, YM. Thank you. Thank you for not giving me the entry. M2. M3. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, wow. See gold. Gold is golden. We're still trading within the range. This is what I call the sweep of the gap. Like, so you see, kind of traded beyond the gap, but the body's held. So, like this, just this alone. Like, I want you guys to pay attention to this one. Like, when you have such thing, like, you know the trade will play out. Like, let's just try it, test it out. We have one here, but again, there was probably no framework. Let's see. Yeah, this one here. The sweep, CISD, price just ran. Can I find another one? This gap, got swept, CISD, boom. But again, it cannot be used only. Like, it should be in line with something like here. Boom, cap. Yep. So most likely, if we CISD this, you know what? Gold. I'm just gonna take a break from here. I wanted to take sells on RB like after this. I guess taken out, but like there wasn't really any shorts right there. Like the first intercandle changing stays like all the way down here, and especially there's no SMT here, so this couldn't have been the case. Yeah. And even like it's not the best RR, so we get the direction correct. Oh wow. Damn. We get the direction correct, but no entries. Alright. Now it's time to wait for another hour. Either. Yeah, I think we'll have to wait for an hour. There won't be a trade. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, when you got the gap that was just formed, then you can just neglect it and go for the next gap, which is this one. Like, it happens live, so it happened live. So yeah, also on YM we got the gap that was just formed with the C2. Now hold on, if you backtest this model alone, it will show its fruits. Like in that case, you can say, oh, why didn't this guy fail? But again, market closed right here, so. And ideally, like whenever we get the high, like it's some sort of swing got taken out. Or man, imagine you called like the end dog like in the morning, like 2 hours ago, but you haven't. Neither you or me, we haven't taken a sell. Damn, crazy. Now, like At least we're gonna wait for an hour. At least. Holy shit. That's like a, I don't know how much is wiped out now. It's like $1 trillion now. How much is the value? Like 25. Generational. Too much. Multiply by it. I'm not sure like how we calculate this. I actually don't know. Like still also 20. I don't know. Let me see. What? I don't know. Try to search like for this 350 points. I didn't find an answer. I might have to ask ChatGPT right there. So yeah, I think at least we're gonna wait for 12. So why? We might have. No, I don't think even by 12 we won't have anything. Let me see. I have a gap. 20-minute candle, but it will might close the C2, so I'm not trade it. Yeah, I think there will be no trade today on NCs. Yeah, that would take at least like 3 30-minute candles to form something. Now RB already moved into the objective. Yeah, and CL also, so we get that SMT trigger right there. And I took the wrong one. But again, that's just like a fun play. Yeah, so let me see the 15-minute. Maybe like this is the time for M15. Like Garrett would be looking at M15. Let me see if he could have gotten the trade right there. Nope, he wouldn't have gotten anything. Yeah, I think it's just now it's patience game. I don't know why I cannot listen to music. Like even though I changed the output. Okay. There was an issue with Spotify then. Still, I cannot hear. I don't know why. Does Gary trade live every day on Lens? I'm not really sure because I'm not on the Lens anymore, but I think he does trade. He does trade live from time to time, based off what I heard. But he doesn't trade like the whole session. Probably he trades between like 45 and an hour, 45 minutes and an hour. not. I changed the output to my because I got my earphones plugged in the mic but I don't know why it doesn't work. Turn off sound effects and yes. Apply this fix. Oh, now it's good. Oh, it's fixed. Windows troubleshoot system. GG's. I mean, you gotta give credit to where credit is deserved. I think the only way we could have gotten here is like about a 1 minute. It's only the 1 minute that was like achievable for that trade. Also got this tiny SMC. No, it's not. Like on RB, no, there was this relevant swing. It was obvious with that range that probably price gonna ping pong, so it's gonna go to the high and the low. But like on NQ, it was a bit random. It wasn't really as clean, as clear as. Like the only thing is just kind of like that is just justified it with this level. Yeah, on NQ just. I'm gonna become a swing trader. Does it give tour? C915. Garrett also kind of switched to like going for swing trades. That's something I'm actually monitoring like forex pairs. See like how they behave and stuff. Cause I wanna get funded on like the other CFD prop firms, so. You know what? We might just back this for a while. Let me go and back this. Let me take a fixer play. And back this for like, I don't know, 20 minutes? At least. I feel like I've taken a drink. new session. I call it stream. Account balance to go 50k. I'll do a random date generator. Why? Fall between 2022 and 2025. Which day started the week included? Monday? Days? Why? I don't know what's this. Start from 2020? 2024? From November? And year first, month first. No, start day first. Okay, 2024. Okay, 2024. October 21st. Alright. Very good. Let's see. But I'll have to put the charts here. Damn. This is a free dive, man. This is literally a free dive, man. So let's just see. Friday. So what do we got? We take camel 2 closure. Followed by this C3, which is also a C2. For how long you're going to have this stream? Probably like next 40 minutes. Probably. Like half an hour. Yeah, I'll just stay here back testing or something. I got the charts open on the left side. If I see something interesting, I'll take it. If not, I'll just call it a day. Oh, like when I'm gonna stop live streaming? I'm not sure. I don't know. Now I'm just taking it for like, whenever I feel like I'm doing it, I'm just gonna do it. But hopefully I can be like consistent with it for at least like a month or two. Probably. for now, what I actually want to trade, I got these first swings. Yeah, I would ideally for next day find some sort of new support here, trade higher. Let's go to 4 hour. See what's going on. Just ranging, so I'm just go to 10 a.m. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Why do the candles look like this? They look a bit weird. Anyways, so what do we got? C2. Hopefully we'll have this SMT on other assets. Let me see if we have. We don't. And we don't. I actually like ES more. Trade back into current high of day. But like this gap might be an issue. Because if this gap was formed with this candle, then it would be no issue. But like it was formed with this candle, so this might be kind of that continuation level, especially. Because this might be just that continuation. This is the failure to manipulate. This continuation. So yeah, let me just go on a lower time frame. See if we can frame right there. And YM, I just ugly. So yeah, like for now, like I'm actually gonna trade 2 profiles. Either a manipulation like these 2 levels, form an hourly swing. I would expect this is a failure to manipulate. Trade back either into the lower somewhere within the EQ of that wick, or like within that range overall. Because what's the new range? So if we really take the range from high to low, let me copy it from TradingView. That same one I use. Do not redo it again. Just repeat. Okay. I don't know why this is taking a long time. I don't know why, but just copy it for now. That's the range, price it back into the range. Like that's the current range actually. Like this is a minor one with a minor one. Okay. Kind of hourly. There's no SMT right there. Candle 3, candle 4. So like just looking on hourly, there's nothing really we can trade because why? This is the candle 2. This is the candle 3. This is the candle 4. So for now, like for the next 30 minutes or hour, we're not gonna do anything for now. And what do we have? We have the PSP. We have the 2-stage PSP actually between this level and this level. Just look at YM. So yeah, ideally, since YM is just showing weakness, also respect to the gap, hopefully we can form some sort of swing, and probably like EC2 to kind of know that this fair value gap is not gonna hold. So at least we're gonna target this gap or the low itself, or pull back, form a new 30-minute swing, and then I would expect these highs to get taken out. That's like the only 2 profiles I'm gonna be looking at. So let me go on a 30 minutes, see what's going on right there. Let's see. Also on the 30-minute, candle 2, candle 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's nothing really tradable for the time being. Like YM actually looks good. But I'll actually be sure once we take out this low. So let's see. I'm gonna take another 30-minute. Okay. We got a 2-stage PSP. Two-stage PSP with this level. And again, for me, if I want to take reversals, I always wait for kind of this, for the hourly swing. But like with this 2-stage PSP, no. Let me check the 4-hour. Previous 4-hour candle that we closed. Close a bullish C2. So now I'm trading the reversal profile inside of a gap. And we also have like this SMT right there. this SMG. So ES is kind of that mid asset because it's stronger than YM and weaker than NQ because it forms this one with NQ and it forms this one with NQ. So let me see how the M3 looks like. No bueno. Hablar español, señor. You put up. Oh, I did a $500,000 account. Wow, I'm familiar. Let me see. I really want to see the lower time frame PA. Oh shit! It just dumped. Yeah, that two-stage PSP was the trigger for the reversal. Yeah, like for now, probably not gonna trade. Let's see. I feel like this is today. Two-stage PSP trigger, boom. Let me see the charts. What's going on right now? Wow, it's just dumping, man. Wow. And also RB, just damn. Wait, so I need to 10 minutes for that candle to close. All right. So what am I gonna trade right now? Yeah, just boom, sell, hold for. Oh, no. I actually want to trade now the failure to manipulate. Now we're aligned with that 4-hour candle. We're aligned with the daily. We have a manipulation, a two-stage PSP. Also, NQ kind of traded into that gap. So if we see a failure to manipulate, I'm gonna trade it into the lows, into these lows, and we have also an extra confluence on YM. But hopefully, YM doesn't take out a low now. Like it's kind of pulls back a little bit or ranges before it takes out a level. So I want to trade the failure to manipulate this level. But what do I require? I require some sort of lower time frame sweep to kind of go to that next relevant swing. But let's see. What I want to see, this high gets taken out, and then yeah, that's really it for me. Same for this high. But again, since NQ is stronger, for now, NQ is stronger. If I want to see a deep retracement, I want to see it on NQ. I don't want to see strength switch right here. I don't want to see, for example, NQ taking out the high, ES taking out the high, while NQ is not. That would be good for like NQ to take it lower, not ES, because now we showed that NQ was stronger, now it turned weaker. So again, you gotta play with that strength switch right there. Oh wow. Where's the 1 minute? Oh, this is NQ. What? Yes. Yeah, I think it's gone. I think the TP already achieved. No. I think the target was already taken right there. But let's see NQ. Yeah, that's gone. I'm not gonna take it. Yeah. So let's just go to next day. What is this? Extended trade and oh, okay. They've added a lot of things on the fixed replay. They also added a journal. They're trying to do just like TradeZilla. Yeah, I just traded way beyond the level, so there wasn't an entry there. Like overall, the idea was good, but no execution. So now I'll just go to, let me do custom settings. Why is this slow? I'm gonna put start New York. Okay, it's good actually. I don't know. I can change. I don't know. I'm keeping New York session. Come on. I'm not sure. It's like if it should play slow because of my internet, or it is slow by because my internet is good. Is that like is that their issue or my issue? All right, same style. Got a daily. Do what we gotta do. Wow, look at that, bro. Damn. Falling out the face of the earth. That's the beauty of like a failure to manipulate. Like if you really check below this level, there's nothing really. So as if you're trading just a breakout. Shut off enough for today. My eyes are thanks for a great station. See you tomorrow. See you, buddy. Take care. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna stay here probably back just for a while. I've told you, generation, bro. That's so fucking true. Now maybe like it's 2% now, huh? Let me check before you. Oh my days, 2%, man. Is BTC following too? Damn! Look at Bitcoin. It's alright. Tomorrow we make money, buddy. See you, man. Take care. Cheers, man. G's or cheers? Anyways, see you, buddy. Take care. It's time to buy some Bitcoin, I guess. See you, buddy. Let's see. And this is a bit a risky trade because we're just trading within the range, but just looking at that lower time frame order flow and just kind of this range has been. What's this? Oh my! Has been rebalanced right there. So let's see. Let's see if we're gonna get that trade. That was an easy one. All right. It's like the order framework of that trade was a bit easy. Like it's just kind of trading that intraday order flow. We get the 4-hour changing state. 6 a.m. was a C2. There's nothing really holding price other than the high itself. And the low was confirmed with a 30-minute swing, which is the perfect thing to see. You see? Also, this is like a perfect C2 closure, so yeah, you can take a trade easy right there. So yeah, now we're just gonna skip to the next day because whenever I take a trade, I'm done. Like I don't care, even if we get like 10 trades. Oh, that was a perfect reversal. Now what we want to see, we traded first the high, then what we're gonna do, probably start taking back the lows. So I'm just gonna go with that framework with like, okay, we're sweeping highs. But we're closing below lows. Look at the order flow. So protected swing. Let me play with that a little bit. Do you see these protected swings? So again, I'm just gonna position myself in one of them swings. This is the C2. This is the C3. What's next? EC4. Do we have an open draw? We do. Do we have some sort of SMTs or PSPs? Let me check real quickly. And I think we do not. I think, yeah, we do. We got this SMT. But again, what do we want to see now? A failure to manipulate for ES and NQ to catch up. All right? Which one is weaker? I would say ES is kind of more close to that low compared to NQ. But again, we're just going to trade the better framework, okay? Confirm the high of the 10 a.m. But again, something we can also do right now is trade the failure to manipulate directly. Because we traded above a gap, we formed a C2. So let me see. We can trade this directly actually. Let me see. Ah, it's ugly. We can get that closure. Let me see if we're gonna get that closure. We did not. I need acquire a sweep. Yeah. Oh my god. No, we did not get it. Okay, that's good. If we got that sweep, I would have taken that one. Yeah, and there was no SMG right there, so. Was it this high? Oh, there was an SMG. Nonetheless, there we couldn't gotten a closure right there. At least if we're gonna get a new invalidation level that we can continue off of. No, we don't. We did not. Okay, so the draw was hit. Once the draw is hit, now you gotta reassess the situation, see what you can do. So what I can do right now is just trade back to kind of rebalance this current range, which would be this high. Okay, what time is it? 41. So what do we need to see? Just this hourly closure. Oh, it closed so bearish. It closed bearish. C2, C3, C4. So let me just go right there. Holy. Let me see the 30-minute. If we're trading within a C2 or C3 with, oh, okay, trading within, this is the C2, so I'll be, what I'll be doing, trade into that draw, because why? Now we showed a fair to manipulate. If this level is the level that's gonna cause price to reverse, then what is it gonna do? It's not gonna give me a change in state in the C2. So what do I need to see now? My usual open, high, low, close, and boom, taking it. Perfect. Let me see the M5, how it looks like. I don't like this scan. Why? Because they haven't really traded into any key level. But let's just wait and see. Let's just wait and see. Let me take it 1 minute at a time, because that would also be a 5-minute closure. 5 minute. All right. I think I like it in terms of the M5. And we do have an SMG. All right, like a minor SMG right there. And we do have a PSP. Yeah, we do have a 2-stage PSP. Okay, I'm taking this actually. I'm actually taking this. And probably have to kind of force 2R out of it. So it's just place order. That would be limit. Entry price is 75. Perfect. Position contracts. I don't know. Go 3 contract. Go 2 contracts. Stop loss. Just $5,000? No, we can just do 500. Just keep it 500. Even though like I was mistaken and did that $500,000. 319. Now we're gonna do the stop loss. 418. Come on, why don't you just recognize my tool? Okay, that was good. Gave me the retest. Perfect. Perfect retest. Perfect entry. Yeah, I was actually lucky here. Not gonna lie. Yeah, because it's like more, or the stop could have been here. TP right there. So yeah, 2 back-to-back wins. So yeah, again, what's the framework for that one? 30 minute. Come on. We formed a C2 after a low has been taken. And there's another draw just below it, so you just take the continuation, aligned with that 10. And again, this is that 10 a.m.'s high. During the continuation profile. This is the best trades you can take. Like continuation profile. So the 2 trades we took now are both continuation profiles, so we're up $1,500. And again, depending on the 50k account, if you risk $500, we'll be up like 2k now. But again, let's just continue and see. I'm gonna add 1 more day, and then I'm just gonna call it a day. What time is it for me now? What time is it? Yeah, it's 11:51. It's like 1 a.m. for me now. And let me check for the people there. Wow. Crazy. I was actually looking for sells here. I ended up getting, we haven't gotten any sell right there. This one is like so low in like, so. In terms of the 1 minute, even the 1 minute, we couldn't have gotten a trade, so yeah. Okay, we're back on the charts. It's gonna go to New York session. Okay, now we're in New York session. Daily. Have we engaged with any relevant swing? Yes, we did. We did the previous day. So, again, something to mention to let you guys know. When we have previous day engaged into a key level, current day doesn't have to manipulate because the reversal has already started. Just like in that day. Do you see? Now, this next day just expands directly, even though this is not a C2 closure, but still, you can anticipate some sort of reversal if you think that's the new key level. So this is the 6 a.m. We actually traded into a gap. Respected the gap. I'm actually interested in trading into the current low day. That's actually what I'm interested in right now. Open high, not that big of a wick. Looking at the EQ of that candle, again, you cannot use the body. You cannot use the whole candle. Why? Because just look at that. Like, already, this piece of price was already closed above. So you'll take it from the high to the body. All right. We're respecting the EQ. So now what we're gonna do? Look at that. This is beauty. This is absolute beauty, guys. This is absolute beauty. All right. What do I need to see now? A line swing either on the hourly or on the 30-minute. And I'm gonna trade back into the current low day. Super simple. Super simple. C2, C3. What profile I'm gonna trade now? What setup? The failure to manipulate. If price traded below a relevant swing and failed to manipulate, then we're gonna go the next relevant swing. This is more of a sweep swing, so I'm gonna use this one actually. Oh, price actually nearly traded into it. And again, we traded below. Have we traded below that swing on ES? Yeah, we did. All right, that's perfect. So I think ES is a bit more favorable, but let's see. So on M3, YM, I'm not really interested in YM. Sorry, should go right there. Again, what do I want to see? I want to see sweep. Whenever we have a failure to manipulate, a sweep is a must. All right. All right. That's. I don't like how this candle is forming. This is not some really clean PUI, to be honest. And again, for gaps, you can use that one, or you can use also with like the volume. But like for this one, I don't actually like how this candle closed. Let me see on an M5 if we have like some sort of clean buy to sell. Like if we were for that level to get taken out, then what time is it? Like this 05. Oh wait, now we just got the closure. My god. Oh, 10 a.m. just started. You know what? Since this is the last trade, let's just be more, like just risk. Let's just risk it for the biscuit. All right. Yeah, let's just put a sell right there. Even though, like, again, just let you guys know, I don't like these closures. But again, since the last trade before closing the stream, let's see how it's gonna play out. And oh wow, I'm actually gonna manage this trade right now. Why? Because we traded below a level, and we have this SMT. I'm gonna put my starter break even right now. Let's see if it's gonna go. And crazy. That's actually crazy. Why reacted the way it reacted? Is it YM? Is it YM? Are you trying to take revenge? It was actually. Yeah, that was kind of that SMT trigger. So yeah, that was a break even trade. Let's see if it played out later on. Oh, wow. Thank you. Shisha. All right. So we got 3 out of 3 trades, like in terms of direction. But this one I mismanaged. But again, like better be safe than sorry. And yeah, let me see if I can justify why you can't price reacting from that level. If we can, that's good. If we cannot, oh, more that gap, I guess. It was like probably because of this gap. I think it was because of the gap. Let me see. Yeah, it was because of the gap. All right, guys. So yeah, right there, just got 3 trades. Again, all of them are continuation profiles. Focus on continuation profile, we'll make money, all right? So yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Take care. I love you guys. And yeah, bye-bye.